welcome back to Commenting on Comments, people. How's it friggin' going? Well, we got another round of 13 comments to go through, so let's roll that intro and get on with it, shall we? Alrighty guys, welcome back after the intro, yay, and let's get on with some comments. Our first comment here is from DiscoveryMan59. He says, you should put the old wall up behind you, the one from work you use to vlog in front of. That's not a bad idea. I should totally steal a picture of that tomorrow night at work and do that. Won't happen in any of these videos, but I should totally do that probably. I was also thinking about using like Grand Theft Auto footage and having that going behind me, because that might be kind of interesting. Liowen says, hey Adam, I received my Chinese lapel microphone today and good news, it was not a rattler. Congrats. However, it was a buzzer. Sorry for that. It picks up no audio other than annoying buzz. Sounds like you have a short. Your positive or the positive lead and the negative lead are making a connection, or that's the only thing I can think of that I had a similar problem with that, and it was just when they soldered the connections to the mic, they gobbed it on and there was a direct short. I did test with my old headset microphone to ensure that it wasn't the device. For freak's sakes, I wanted it to work so I could use my new GoPro Hero 3 White. But no, can't have that. Well, yeah. Short of taking apart like it's already broken, right? So take it apart and inspect it. And make sure that there's no direct shorts on the actual piezo mic. Because if there is, you can easily fix that just by getting a soldering gun and cleaning up the soldering. Cleaning up the solder. Segal Gal Gunktajak says, wow, your camera had a hard time white balancing during most of this vlog. That's the thing. Sony's can't focus worth a shit. Panasonic's can't pick a friggin' color line to go. You know? It just cannot white balance for the life of it. Just cannot pick a temperature. So I think together Sony and Panasonic should make a Sony Sonic camera that can't focus and just fucking goes completely rainbow effect on you. That'd be hilarious. It'd be like the Sony Sonic friggin' acid trip cam, you know? It's possible. Champ Truick says, I don't dislike the iStick, but I do like my Hannah a bit more with the Aerotang 2, with a sub-ohm coil at 0.5 ohms. Yeah, I like the iStick for simple things like the Nautilus Mini, your Pro Tank 2s. It's just the perfect little device, fits right in the palm of your hand, and it delivers 20 watts. Like, if you're not sub-ohming, 20 watts will pretty much burn on any coil you put in there. Daddy Tech N says, if a decent desktop with an okay video card in it can't render the video fast enough to see it properly, I'm thinking a laptop i5 or not isn't going to do it either. Remember that laptop video cards are watered down versions of what you get in a desktop, and if you use a 55-inch television as a display for very long, you're liable to burn that thing up. Well, the video card that's in the computer downstairs is a 6450 from AMD. And it can't do the 4K resolution, that's a given. The computer itself is a piece of shit M1100 from 2008, and it's a 2.1 gigahertz, slow as fuck. And I haven't tried hooking my laptop like this Dell up to it. The Dell would probably be able to do the 4K resolution because it's got an up-to-date video card with up-to-date drivers and all that shit. But just haven't really felt the need. But no, the video input lag that I was having was actually the TV's post-processor getting in the way, because it was doing the 120 hertz plus some color effects and plus this effect and some sharpening effects and all this bullshit. So while the processor in the TV was doing that, it was taking a while to refresh the fact that I moved the mouse, so you get a half-second delay on the movement, which really cocked things over. But I just turned off post-processing. TV works like a monitor now, all 55 inches of it. Friggin' rights. Jedahan says, hey Adam, why don't you place the new TV in your room where all the tech is? Because it would not fit up here. There is nowhere I could put it. And besides, having it downstairs, it motivates me to sit down there every once in a while. You know, I got this whole house. I mainly use one room, sometimes two when I got a shit. Joshua Austin says, the CoC set looks good. The audio is good. Congrats on the new TV. So amazing you can get a 55-inch TV for less than a 27-inch CRT TV cost 10 years. Yeah, no doubt, eh? How do you like the new TV now that you have had it for a couple days? The TV itself is great. The video output is amazing. It's bright as shit. The colors are bang on. You got no bleed through. It looks fantastic. But the audio, that's another thing, right? But then again, if you have a panel thinner than my eDart, how do you expect to have speakers in there that don't sound like they're farting into a pop can? It's impossible until they come up with some sort of a new speaker idea. But all in all, love the TV for the price. Fuck, you can't beat that. And yeah, it's been great so far. J Murray 1 says, more cock please, Adam. Oh god, I can't believe I just said that. You didn't just say it, unless you said it while you were typing it. J6228 says, if you wore a green shirt, you could be the big giant head, the talking head of universal wisdom. Actually, I was chatting with I keep calling him Not So Slim One. It's Not Slim One on the YouTubes, and he was like, what you need to do is get a Green Man suit. And I know what he's talking about, because well, Always Sunny in Philadelphia, right? With Danny DeVito and a bunch of other dudes. Fucking awesome TV show. I love that show. That was a great show. But they had one of the guys on there does this thing, Green Man. He gets into a full bodysuit Green Man, kind of like what Scotty McFaddy did when he spilled beer all over Pug's couch. But he was wearing the Blue Man suit. Well, you get the Green Man suit, and then you wear like accessories, like the horse head or like sunglasses. And you just like cut out this part here so you can see the mouth. So literally all you guys would see is like a mouth with sunglasses bobbing around on the screen, and everything behind me would be wide open. That would be funny. Krusty1027 says, your next backdrop needs to be bikini girls dancing or something. You get me the clip, I'll chuck it up. No pornos. Again, Krusty1027, I can assure you that Cyrus is in season 9. Fucking rights, man. I swear, this summer, if I make that trip down to Nova Scotia to go find those cocksuckers, you gotta fucking introduce me to Cyrus if you can, because that'd be awesome. Just to meet him, say hey, maybe buy him a coffee or some shit. Huffapa1 says, you couldn't drop the back seats and put the TV in first and tent on top. Most cars design fit thing. The back seats, they come down, but the trunk is not wide enough to fit the box flat, and I tried every possible angle to get it into the trunk. Because if I could have got it in so far and had a little bit hanging off, I wouldn't have been concerned. You've seen how much foam was in that damn TV, man. I could have strapped that fucker to my roof, rolled my car 3 times, and it probably still would have survived it. Because there was like enough packing foam in that box. Well, there was a lot of packing foam in that box. So, but it would not fit in the trunk, and it was too wide to go in the side, in the rear door, and it was just, yeah, I needed a van or a truck to bring that son of a bitch home. That's a given. Rex4x4 asks, why Carlson Sports? Had the pick on my computer, so that's what I used for my backdrop. And people, that's all we got for this episode of Comedy on Comments, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Thanks for watching. And until next time, guys, peace the frig out.